Yeah, it's interesting how that works because I think most people start as a guitarist and then they join a band, and at some point you draw straws or whatever happens that somebody gets demoted to bass player, and
You
and
know, about this, you know.
right, they're like, "Oh, sorry, bad connection, gotta go."
Yeah, it's
Uh,
weird. Look at that. No.
yeah, but I say that to say this: I started on bass. That was my first instrument, and so I feel that gives me a little bit of room to give bass players a hard time because
Yeah.
I'm a bass player before I'm anything, and I kind of did the same thing where with my band when I was starting out, I had this concept. I played bass in a couple bands, and then I really wanted to do my own thing, and I couldn't find anybody, and I was like, "Well, I'll just do it all." I was doing industrial, so it's allowed for it to be one guy in the studio doing everything. Uh,
Right.
and then, but like when it came to like, well, these are my vocals and these are my lyrics. I'm not going to give that to somebody else. Here's a bass. I'll be the singer.
That that's where I'm at with that too. And I mean, look it. I should have done this a long time ago, and just never had fear because I've made great connections. I met you
Yeah,
over "Enemy" or "Slipping Away." I can't remember what song it was. Um,
I think it was slipping away.
yeah, and then I met so many other people um, over the years just from me going solo.
Dude, music in general, I've had these conversations a couple times where I'll post something up on social media and kinda be like, "Hey, like, how do we know each other?" Right? And I've, like, 5,000 Facebook friends and probably 10,000 on Instagram, and every now and then, it's like, "Hey, how do we where do we know each other from?" Have we ever met in person? Because with touring, you meet a lot of people, and across the board, everybody's like, "Oh, you played that one show in Maine, and I came out, and you were super cool," or "You were a dick." I don't know. But, it's I the amount of people I've met either that came out as fans of music or that I've worked with or that it's the majority of the people I know in my life, I realize has come through music,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't I wouldn't know the people I do without it for sure, so I can definitely relate to that. Um, so with Shattered Shell, actually backing up a little bit, you had talked about being up in the um, I keep wanting to say potato Northwest because I lived in Idaho for a little bit, and that's what I call
Oh, I mean, we're neighbors.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely the Pacific Northwest, and there's a band, System 7, which I know because I have friends that have been telling me about them for years, but then oddly enough, one of my really good friends has a band called System 6.
I
So,
know. That's funny.
yeah. So if I remember this correctly, like, you joined that band for a little while, is that right?
Yeah, so, they I don't know what happened to their guitar. So they did a big show, I think it was up in at the White River in, what is that, Auburn, Washington, or whatever.
Okay.
And, they opened up for Powerman 5000, and was it Powerman 5000? Yeah, I think
Maybe.
it was Powerman 5000 and or Marilyn Manson and Zombie.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And, and then they took, like, a 5-year hiatus.
Okay.
COVID happened and all that, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't I don't know what happened to their guitarist, but, I knew the drummer, and we ran into each other, at some casino me and my lady went to, and we're literally, like, it was one of those, I don't know if it was like Frankenstein or whatever, but it was like the one that's like a circle. So when you're sitting, you got another person like right here next to you. And he looks over to me, and I hadn't seen this guy in 10 years. And he looks over at me, he goes, "Fingers." And
What?
I was like, "Wait, what?" He goes, Daniel or whatever, and I was like, "Eddie?" He goes, "Yeah." And I was like, what are you doing here, bro?" And he's like, we got back into touch, and he's like, "Hey, System 7 is looking for a guitarist. We're doing a show in July at the was it the Shed Fest in Stanwood, Washington."
Yeah,
I was like, "Dude," I'm
for
like,
the
"Right
record,
here."
you keep saying, "What is it?" when you're saying clubs and cities, I don't know, but go on.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Well, I like it. I'm not familiar with like with most things in watching this, so I'm like, oh shit, what
Sure.
is it? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm basically asking my other personality, I guess. But yeah, so I was waiting for all these videos to show me how to play their music because I'm very familiar with their music. I listen to it every year. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
consistently. And so 4 days before the show, I finally have the videos, and I go
Love it.
to yeah I go to one rehearsal, and we are sitting in this paid studio area, so we're all sitting there playing together and everything.